Keiichi, I've been calling your name for a while. You have a phone call. It's from Sonozaki-san. Sonozaki-san? Which one? The older sister or the younger? I don't know. Ask her yourself. Hello? Mion? Or is it Shion?
It's me, Shion. Good evening.
Shion, sorry about last night. I got all riled up. You and me are in the same position, aren't we? I shouldn't have blamed you for everything like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, so please cheer up. I called you because I'm in a better mood. If you're sorry, then I'll forgive you, so please stop apologizing. You're right, too. We're tied to the same fate. Making sure the other is alright is the only way to guarantee our own safety. Yeah, I agree. We absolutely need to share whatever information we have, so that we don't die like Takano-san and Tomitaki-san did. Then let's continue from where we left off. You'll listen without getting angry this time, right? Yeah, I'll be fine. Firstly, it seems sneaking into the ritual storehouse was more of a taboo than we thought. The culprits killed those two, the ones responsible for selling the storehouse. And they'll come for us next. I know you want to deny that, but please accept it. It'll be too late to believe me after you've disappeared, okay? I got it. You can never be too careful after all. I don't want to accept it either. To think that sneaking a peek at the museum of torture devices deserves a death like that. I don't want to believe it. Let's report anything we notice that seems strange. If we connect all the tiny pieces that we have, then just maybe we'll find out who killed them. Or maybe even the truth behind the incidents of the previous years. We could find the key that will resolve everything. You're right. You're right about that. Then I'll start, since I suggested it. I feel like somebody has been watching me lately. What? It might be my imagination, but I'll tell you anyway. I think it's just me, but if you feel like you're being watched too, Kichan, then maybe it's not just my imagination. Well, don't worry. At the very least, everything's been fine for me. I think. I see. Then I suppose it was my imagination, but you be careful too, Kichan. Be especially careful when you're by yourself in public. I'm in Okinomiya, so I won't be alone very often, but you live in Hinamizawa. There will be a lot of times you'll be alone. Please be extra careful. You're right. Yeah, I'll be careful. Also, about my sister. Has she been acting strange lately? Your sister. Oh, Mion, right. What do you mean by acting strangely? Well, yesterday she came to me and asked me where I was on the night of Wata Nagashi. What? She asked me too. The day before yesterday, I think, Mion asked me. I see. I told her I wasn't there. What did you say? I did the same thing. I just dodged the question. Ever since the night of the festival, my sister had been acting strangely. We can't be too careful, so just be aware, okay? Got it. I'll start being careful. I've always had Rana with me on my way back from school, so he shouldn't end up alone with me on very often. Please be careful. If there's anything that's bothering you, you can tell me. Alright. Okay. Now, is there anything you want to tell me, Kichan? Oh, that time when you were too slow to escape. Yeah. Oishi-san asked me pretty forcefully whether I was with Takano-san and Tomitaki-san that night and whether I had seen you. Oishi-san seemed to have seen the four of us together. From the police's point of view, that would make us the last people who had seen them. I suppose given that, it's only natural they'd be interested in us. I viewed the questions then too, but that might have just made them more interested. Hey Shion, since they're the police, shouldn't we just tell them? I mean, considering our situation, I think having them on our side would be a good thing. Now that I think about it, Oishi-san said there was something possibly shady about Mion. At least I think that's what he said. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely did. As I explained yesterday, the Sonozaki family holds a lot of influence over Hinamizawa. Oishi is under the impression that the whole village, with the Sonozaki family at the center of it all, is responsible for the recurrent freak deaths. The whole village is behind them, with the Sonozaki family at the center? During the Hinamizawa Dam Wars, the priest who everyone was anticipating to lead the anti-dam movement acted as though he were unrelated, so the Sonozaki main house rose up to take charge. My sister told you about all the battles that happened, right? Yeah. All of Hinamizawa got together and fought as one. They held protests, brought it to court, and even appeared on TV. In reality, there were many things that happened that were far more extreme. Under the surface, the Sonozaki main house was doing all sort of illegal things to oppose it. They were acting illegally? For example, they would sneak into the construction site in the middle of the night and steal equipment, or break it, or put sugar cubes in the gasoline tanks of the construction vehicles. Sugar in their gasoline tanks? Why would they? You don't know? It's practically a representative guerrilla tactic. It was used by underground organizations in France in World War I for one. World War II. When you put sugar in, the engine gets burned out and breaks down. When they beefed up the guard at the construction facility, the family turned to attacking important construction personnel who worked there. The government officials who had given permission for the construction, for example, received all kinds of threats. Not just people from the prefectural office either. Apparently this reached as far as the Ministry of Construction. As far as I've heard, they even kidnapped a child once. Kidnapped? Yes. The child of an important person in the Ministry of Construction who was in charge of the Hinamizawa Dam got spirited away. Then, one day, all of a sudden, he was rescued in the Tatsuda Mountains, which was upstream from Hinamizawa. Apparently there was never any criminal accusations, but people whispered that it had been a threat to stop the dam construction from happening. Besides that, there are stories about so many different threats that I couldn't possibly list them all. Wow, that's sort of bad, isn't it? Right in the middle of the whole thing, the first incident happened. That's when the dismemberment of the construction manager occurred. People whispered that the Sonozaki family had brought out the principal offender, but of course he fled and they haven't found him since. Oishi-san even seems to think that the criminal was erased so he wouldn't talk, which is pretty reasonable of him. It's even enough to make me think that the Sonozaki main house is doing some really shady things behind the scenes, even though I'm related to them.